Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I am out at Julius Kleiner Park today, and it's a cloudy day is what it is. It rained kind of most of the morning. This is almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now. You'll see UAV forecast says 30-some mile-an-hour gusts and 19-mile-an-hour winds. I'm just telling you, it's not that, not even close. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing, but that's about it. But we have the Potensic Atom. Now, they just came out with a firmware update for the Atom, and I mean, it updated the battery, the camera, the drone, the RC, everything. And I will put those up, or in fact, I'm sure they're already up on the screen right now. And I took some screenshots. The way Potensic does it, they don't just give you a list. For each individual update that it does, it tells you what's going on. So anyway, those are scrolling by or changing as you're watching this video right now. So the Atom, this is the replacement that they sent me. The other one that I had all kinds of connection issues with, and I've seen a few with this, but it wasn't nearly as bad as that other drone was. So anyway, we'll see how this does today. Now, I am not using any kind of a microphone. All of my audio is going to be recorded by my Action 4 camera, the B-roll camera that I'm talking to right now. If there's any wind gusts, you're going to get some wind noise. If I can't use my DJI mic with this drone, and everybody says I can't, so I'm not going to. But there might be a little wind noise once in a while. Just explaining that to you. But in any case, let's put the drone up in the air and we'll just fly it around a little bit, and we'll see if we notice any differences, performance, etc. Let me say this. What I'll say about Potensic is they appear to really care about improving their products, and the fact that they're giving us another firmware update is a really good thing. So yeah, let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air. Okay, I've got a screen recorder started and the drone fired up here. I'm going to change my, yeah, there we go. I like the attitude indicator. On this drone, you got to tap in the upper right. Let's take a look at that safety menu real quick. We've already got 15 satellites, so looking good there. Let's click on that. Safety menu. Yeah, we're in video mode. I'm going to put it up into normal mode. That's the slow mode. And we want it to return to home. If signal is lost, we're at 35-meter return to home. Silent return, so it's not going to beep the whole time we're coming home. Altitude limit 120 meters, of course that's legal, and I've got distance set to infinity. You can look at the battery real quick. Battery looks good, as I would hope that it would be. So yeah, we'll get out of there. Well, I probably should show you the firmware package. You saw it on the when I showed you all those screens, but let's go click on firmware version, and there you can see, if you're curious, all the firmware that's on this drone. So all right, let's take a look at the camera menu real quick as well. And I believe I need to go back into there and click on camera. Auto format the card. Yeah, let's format the card in the drone. That's a problem on the Holy Stone drone, but I think this one will be okay. It's always, typically, other than that Holy Stone HS900, it's a good idea to format your card in the drone. So let's see. Let's look at the. Oh yeah, click on the A there so we can see the camera menu. Yeah, we can click between manual and automatic. We're going to be on automatic. You can see it's in 4K 30 there. Got to quit messing around, and let's get this bird in the air. So starting recording now, and let's do an automated takeoff. We got 24 satellites. And the battery buckles in. Yep, we're going to confirm that. We're going to click on that one more time, slide to take off, and there's the little drone. It it tells us that the home point has been updated. You always want to look for that. That's me dropping that camera down. We'll bring it in close to the camera here, and there is really such a little bit of a breeze here now. They said 19-mile-an-hour winds on UAV forecast. Couldn't be more wrong. But let's bring the drone in a little bit to the camera here, and you can see it. I'll rock it back and forth, and you can see that little gimbal. I always like to show people how those gimbals work. That's how you get that really good buttery smooth footage. So let's kind of point the drone off here, kind of between some trees. I'm going to drop the camera down a little bit. We're in normal mode. We're going to do our droney. So reverse and up now. Reverse and up. And I'm hitting on that up stick. Make sure we get over the top of those trees. And we're way over the top of them. Doesn't look like it when you look at the camera, but I'm staring at the drone. It is well over the top of them. Again, it doesn't look like it when you see it on this video, but we are. So you can see how cloudy it is. We're kind of over the empty field that's next to the park. I'm going to kind of swing around here, kind of give you a look at the countryside. You can see, that it's a cloudy day, and it rained all night and rained all morning. Kind of nice. It's very pleasant right now, pleasant temperature-wise. A little bit more of a breeze came up just now. You're probably hearing it on the audio on the camera. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to bring that camera closer to me so that it'll pick up the audio a little bit better. Okay, we are facing the Meridian Village Mall here, and a question that I get all the time. I did those videos. Let's grab some altitude here. Yeah, we're about 50 meters high, a little over. People ask me all the time about the In-N-Out burger restaurant that was so popular that people were waiting 8 hours in the drive-through to see it. So let's go over there and just take a quick look. And I'm staying over the top of the buildings here, so we're in good shape there. I don't need to be as high as I am now. Let's drop some altitude, bring it down a little bit, and move forward. So on the very left-hand side of the screen is the In-N-Out, but I'll kind of turn the drone towards it as we get closer. And I'm getting a little bit of breakup on FPV, and we're not that far away. It's breaking up. Ah, gosh. Okay. Yep. That isn't good at all. We're not very far away, and it's broken up completely now, and I am facing directly to the drone. Let me grab some altitude, see if that helps us a little bit. Let's get the drone up higher. I have the flat part of the antenna. I'm not using any kind of a wireless mic, and yeah, we're still having some breakup. Okay, so there's the restaurant right there. You can see it down there, and it doesn't look busy at all. So often if it's very busy, you'll see a line of people out in front. And look at the drive-through. There's not even, it's just a normal looking drive-through right now. So yeah, I guess if you're in Idaho right now and you want an In-N-Out burger, now's the time to do it. Okay, let's come back over to the park here, and we'll get a little closer. And grabbing some altitude definitely helped our FPV feed. We definitely got our feed back as I climbed the drone a little bit higher. But let's head back towards the park here. Well, you know what? I want to show you. This is always a good look down here, seeing the dancing fountains. So let's take a look at those. Guys, as long as we're here, we might as well, right? And speed mode, again, we're in normal mode. So the fountains, they're not really doing much with them right now, are they? I'm not seeing them. Well, there we go, a little bit. Yeah. So that's always fun. They always have those fountains lit up and they dance to the music, which is always kind of a fun thing at this at the Meridian Village. And then what we're seeing directly across there is a movie theater and a Yard House restaurant, number of restaurants and shops in here. I always kind of laugh when I talk about the shops because God, they're just so expensive. There's nothing you can get in those shops that you can't get cheaper elsewhere. So yeah, they were breaking up a little bit again on FPV. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go directly across to the park here, and you can see the park is not very busy at all. There's, in fact, you look down there, I see one car in that parking lot. It was a busy weekend. This is Monday. It was a busy weekend in the park, and I guess everybody's back to work, although school is out now. But maybe just not a day conducive to being out in the park. I kind of think it is, because it's a little bit, it's cooler and you know, nice time to go for a walk, etc. Okay, let's get down over the close to the fountain here, and let's see if we can do an orbit around the fountain. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Oop, didn't mean to get that close. Yeah, I'm going to put this guy, I'm in normal mode. I'm going to put it in video mode, maybe. Touchscreen's not working for me. There we go. Back to safety. And speed settings, I'm going to go into video. So that is the slow mode, and that will help me in this situation here. So there's the fountain, and let's see if we can do kind of a orbit around it and see what we can see. Flight controls on this drone are pretty good. They're not, I can be way more precise with my DJI drones, but they're not bad. You know, we're holding that thing pretty much center of frame, although my FPV broke up there for a second, so that's was a little bit of panic there, but because when you're doing a maneuver like this, that's why that FPV is so important. You got to be able to see what you're looking at. But yeah, not bad. Let's pick up that camera, and you can see where we're looking at in the park here. And again, I got some breakup on FPV there, so I'm going to grab some altitude. We were pretty low, so I'm sure that contributed to it. Get some altitude, and it will look a lot better. So there's another. Let's see, where are we at on battery? I want to look at that. 66%. We're in great shape. There is another spot here that I want to try a little maneuver at this roundabout right here. I think I saw them planting some flowers there. Yeah, they're getting it ready. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think we should do a little maneuver there. So I'm going to see if I can get centered up on it. It's perfectly round. See if we can get perfectly in the center. Yeah, I overshot a little bit. Let's bring it back just a little. And we're going to do a rotation around the roundabout here, and we're going to rise up, and then we'll raise the camera as we go and do a little bit of a reveal. So this is all on the left stick. I'm kind of pushing it up to the corner and turning and raising at the same time, and you can see those cars going around. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And as we rotate around here, we're going to as soon as I get back to where I know I'm facing towards the park, I'm going to start raising that camera up, and let's start raising the camera, and we'll give you a nice little reveal of the park here. Starting to see more and more as the camera's coming around, and boom, there's the pond, and here's the park. That's a pretty good little effect right there. I like that. That was fun. You know, I've had a couple little FPV issues, but I'm not kind of complaining too much. It always has come back just as soon as I grab some altitude. So You know, we get so used to like OcuSync on DJI drones. You know, I mean, I just don't think that technology is quite what I'm used to on those other drones. But this is definitely flyable like it is. In other words, I'm not having any issues flying the drone, so I can see what's going on. We're dropping some altitude right now. See if we can get down. We'll see if we can get down. And I was like showing the band shell here. Let's rotate around. We got the band shell, and we've got one of the sculptures right there. That band shell was really active this past weekend. They had a lot of stuff going on. Looks like they're getting it set up for something. They do a lot of concerts and stuff there. Kind of a cool thing, you know, after work. They do after work concerts and things like that. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I was going to get down a lot lower, but I don't think I should with this particular drone. Yeah, I'm kind of froze up right now. Yep, definitely froze up. Okay, so let's, yeah, there you can see where I dropped the gimbal down a little bit. Yeah, okay, I'm going to grab some altitude because it's just not liking that. Again, I'm pointed right at the drone, but it's just too low. There's, you know, to be able to see what's going on. Picking the camera up a little bit, and as soon as I grab some altitude, I get my signal back. So that's kind of what I was talking about. Let's see if there's anybody playing pickleball. Yeah, there's a few. Okay. Again, I'd like to kind of get lower to get you a better look, but I just don't think I don't think that's a good idea with this particular drone. So that's as low as I'm going to get. Let's go ahead and turn around and bring it back to us. Again, we're in video mode, so you know what? We can do some top speed testing here. Let's see how fast this guy goes in video mode, and I'm going to point it right back towards me, and we're going to go full stick forward in video mode, and it looks like it's going to get up to 6 meters per second, so that's pretty good. And I lost FPV just for a second there, but it came right back. Okay, so that's actually fairly quick. Let's go into normal mode. Trying to click on those dots. There we go. Speed settings, we're going to go to normal, and let's do full stick forward in normal and see where we get to. Picks it right up, 9-10 meters per second. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. 10 meters per second is about, I don't know, 24 miles an hour or so. That's coming directly back to us. Okay, we've done that. Let's click it into sport mode and see what we can do. And in sport mode, you could get gimbal knock, and by that I mean it could drop the camera, point the camera down. That keeps it from looking up at the nose of the drone, because the drone has to pitch forward. And yeah, you can see that the camera is pitching down a little bit, but that's perfectly understandable. Look at that, 16 meters per second. That's hauling the mail, folks. That's moving right along. It's right over the top of us now, and I can hear that little drone. And let's go over the top of CarMax here. And as I turn, and of course I'm in sport mode, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, but we definitely are getting a crooked horizon as we turn there. But again, that's in sport mode. Let's go back the other way in sport mode. And of course that horizon, once I make the turn, it straightens right out. So I'm going to say that we probably had some wind at our back, because I'm full throttle the other way. Yeah, and we're between 10 and 12 meters per second. So it definitely slowed it down. Okie dokie. I'm gonna, ooh, that was a fast yaw. So I'm gonna go back into normal mode, and yeah, let's point the camera down and kind of give you some more looks at the park. And you can see it's just not that busy at the park today. One of my favorite spots here at this park is kind of right in the center of the screen right now. This little grove of trees right here. I'm dropping down, and we still got signal, which is good. But there used to be a picnic table right in the middle of that grove of trees. It was just one of my favorite places to fly a drone because often you had shade, etc. But they took that table away. I don't know why. I wish I knew why, but they did. So we're down to 34% battery. I'm kind of wondering at what point it will go into return to home. I'm going to grab some altitude here. Let's just kind of do, I'm not going to call this a range test, but let's go out here a ways and see. Let's kick it up to about 60 meters high. There we are, a little more than. Yeah, and I'm starting to get breakup on FPV, so yeah, it's I can still see the telemetry, but the FPV is definitely starting to break up. So it should go into, it's funny how I got some breakup and then it comes back, and it's actually fairly smooth now, but it starts to break up again. I'm going to see, I think I can get out 1,000 meters. Oh, we got a message on the screen there. I'm not sure what that said. Yeah, now we've broken up completely. So yeah, that's at about not quite 900 meters. Well, it came back. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can make that kilometer. We got our FPV back, sort of. Yeah, it's still moving, but I think I'm frozen up here. Yeah, video transmission signal is weak. Adjust the antenna, it says. So yeah, it went into returning, went into low power return, so it'll be coming back to us here. It's rising. So because what I forgot about this drone is if you don't reset that, it rises to 120 meters. So I am going to stop that return. I'm going to drop it back down and bring it around here and just fly it home manually. And I don't have FPV, but I do have the attitude indicator at the bottom, and by that I'm able to see, I can just point it right back at the home point, and it's coming home. So I am full throttle coming home. 23%. Again, intelligent return under low battery. So I don't know. Hopefully let's get out of that. Okay, clicking on that X again because I just want to fly it home. Yeah, and it's the thing is it's raising in altitude instead of coming home. So yeah, okay, there we go. Full throttle home. So what happens is when you want to make sure that you reset that in the safety menu. If it goes into low power return to home or loss of signal return to home, it goes up to 120 meters. Even if in this case, I only set our return to home at 35 meters. No, I don't want to do that. See, it was trying to raise up again. I'm not going to let it. I'm just going to fly it home. And we're almost home, so no big deal. 18% battery. We're in good shape, and we're coming directly. That's what you got to remember about that attitude indicator. That is a handy little thing. And I'm dropping altitude as we come back too. We don't need to be that high. Let's get this thing down a little ways. 16% battery. We are in great shape. And you can see where I'm at right there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit return to home on the controller. And now it'll do its own return to home. And it's at 46 meters. So it won't, and we had a return to home set at 35. So it'll just stay at that altitude. That's me dropping the camera down. So you can see that camera dropping straight down. And right there I am on the picnic table. Now, this drone, I do not believe it makes any pretense at precision landing. So we'll see what it does here. The drone is landing. Yeah, it says you can push the control sticks to adjust, and we will. We'll see what we do here. We might put in pause mode and move it over to land. See, it's not too far off. It's just a few feet off of the pad. So I'm going to hit pause. Whoop. It wouldn't let me hit pause. It wants to land. So hang on here. I'm pushing the stick up. No, it says it's going to land. So it's just. I'm going to see if I can get it over the pad. I'm trying to move it sideways. Oh, no. Didn't quite get it over the pad. It just wasn't going to let me. I could override the sticks, but it wouldn't let me stop landing. So let's stop recording. One of the things that you always want to do on a drone like this is remember to stop recording. So that way you don't get a corrupted file. So we're going to do that right now. Let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay, the little Potensic Atom. I thought that was a pretty good flight. I had fun. We had a couple of situations where we had some breakup on the FPV feed. Never on the control signal, always just on FPV. I guess what you have to realize is that while, you know, they got a pretty decent control system, it's not OcuSync, right? So I really have no complaints. I'm not knocking it. For the most part, I had a good FPV feed and it was fine. So remember, if you're in a situation like that and you lose your FPV feed and your situational awareness, you get turned around a little bit or something, remember, I really like that attitude indicator. And you can do the same thing with the map too, but the attitude indicator works pretty good for me. You still have that. You just turn the drone around to where it's pointed your direction and hit that throttle, and then you can watch the telemetry and you know the drone is coming back to you, and your FPV feed will come back, particularly if you raise an altitude. Altitude is always your friend. If you go up, it's easier to get a better signal. So yeah, I mean, I thought that was a good flight. I can't wait to look at the footage off of the micro SD card here. We just flew around and showed you what was going on. I didn't notice any big changes in flight characteristics or anything after that firmware update, but that's a good thing, right? That's what a firmware update is about. It's supposed to improve things. So again, one of them was a camera update, so we'll see how the footage looks. That's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I really appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And yeah, shout out to my friend Johnny Drone Flyer and Captain Ray over at the Fly for Fun show. All right, see you guys later. Bye.